Teachers at home stress eating with all their cats. When you get a French exchange student and you greet them with bonjour. When the student turns in a diorama and insists that the parents didn't help. Hi, yes, I'm looking for my student's work. Right, yes, I'm on a payphone because the last time they turned any in was 1982. Thank you. My students be like, I told you I wrote my name on the paper. See, there it is. The restroom in the front office. The faculty restroom. The look I give my students when they say they didn't copy their essay, but the Wikipedia link is on the paper. Teachers in the winter giving parents in the car line the middle finger through their mittens. How the teacher next door rides in to save the substitute when they hear chaos through the walls. All my students on the desks the second they come into class. When my students ask how they can get a better grade, but there's only 2 weeks left in the school year. The look on a kindergarten teacher's face when they step on something wet on the reading rug. Admin stopping by your room to hand deliver a new student to your class of 35. When the mold and bacteria start to grow out of the student water fountain. How teachers feel when they answer a question with a guess and it turns out that they were right. When a student wants credit for your class and they haven't done any of the work. When you have the students draw the decorations for the Christmas tree. This one is self-explanatory. When the district comes to visit and they go in all the classrooms around yours, but not yours. The classroom if the teacher gets to control the thermostat. Students walking around with the one teacher's crazy restroom pass. The kids in the back of the science lab when they're only supposed to be doing a worksheet. What teachers see every morning when they wake up and look in the mirror. When the singing telegram comes into your classroom during the test. The size of the coffee pot needed to help a teacher get through this school year. That one student that you can never find when it's time to come in from recess. When a tiny little roach comes into your classroom and the entire class reacts like it's a live cobra. Definitely my new saying when I walk my students to lunch. When you tell your students not to bring their pet to class and they do it anyways. The snot bubble coming out of every kindergartner's nose on the second week of school. A teacher's calendar on the weeks before Christmas break. How a teacher feels when they decide to teach class outside that day. That one student sitting on the teacher's last nerve. Anytime a teacher tries to have peace and quiet on their lunch break. All of the students as they come into my classroom hanging off the doorway ledge. Teachers trying to see the last time they were respected. When the two students that are exact opposites become surprise best friends in your class. When my students find old popcorn under their desk and they choose to eat it anyways. When the one grumpy teacher decides to get in the Christmas spirit. When you're in the parking lot considering quitting your job and living with the land, but then you remember you need health insurance. Sound advice for my students. Oh look, it's my students when they go to the restroom and my students trying to remember what I just assigned. When teachers tell admin they're worried their students might fail and they say, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. When a teacher catches a student cheating and just stares at them until they look up.